Chad?
Oh, it was long. Which one? It was long.
Take that for you,
Thanks,
sir.
Welcome.
Well, I'm glad you guys made it.
Yeah, we are too.
2 days.
Yeah.
Well, welcome. I'm glad you
Thank
guys
you.
made it over here. It's all good. And yeah, it's nice having you guys in camp.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
This will be your chalet.
We've got some blue Olympic meatballs down here. We have potato croquettes with chicken wings and corn dog with a coleslaw and a green salad.
So Chad, go ahead and shoot. .300 Win short mag, 200 grain AccuBond.
Well done. Wow.
Did
Did you
kick.
see him take that?
It wasn't bad at all.
Oh, yeah. Couple of youngsters over there. That's what we're looking for. Get back on him, just get back on him, Chad. Just keep on him, don't shoot, just keep on him. I think that shot was good. Yes, it was. That's fine, man, that's fine. Plus, it's the first shot, so.
Well, but I think it was really more to scout. He's done.
Hey, that is beautiful. See how it's worn down?
Yeah.
But it still has a beautiful hook.
Curls.
And the nice coloring, they get light when they get old.
Well,
Chad, that's up to you, my man.
technically we wasn't even hunting. We went to check our rifles, and on the way back to camp, we stumbled across this guy. So the hunt really hadn't started yet. But it's an awful good way to start my first trip to Africa, my first day here. can't wait to see what comes after.
Get some. You probably won't
Get
get
some
that
that
sick.
goat shit on it too, if you don't mind.
You want some shit as well on
Yeah.
there?
Yeah, do that too.
So,
On the nose? What's wrong with the cheeks?
we'll get there.
Vegetable roasted veggies, lamb chops, boerewors, that's a game sausage, butternut puree, and a coleslaw, and a French bread. And for dessert, we're having a cheesecake.
Well, this morning early, it was a little bit rainy still, and we went down all the river and checked a couple of the corridors where they normally would cross through these elephant. And we did find a nice bull track, but he went already back this morning. So Lo and Richard, they were coming back to the forest side over here, and they found these 3 bull tracks, looks like 3 bull tracks, which was walking in the road. When they got here, the dung was still a little bit warm. So it's day 1, and we're going to see if we can get up close to them and see what they look like. When we get up to these elephants now, we'll probably hear them. They'll be feeding, we'll be hearing some crunching and so on, unless they already kind of stop. Sometimes they'll even bed down. You'll walk up and you'll see one, you're like, oh, okay, there's just one, and the next moment you see another one get up. They lie flat on their sides a lot of times when they sleep. But we're going to check our wind. The wind, when it's raining like this, it kind of swirls a lot, so we just need to be careful with that. When we move in, at that close distance, the wind definitely plays a big role. So we're going to move in, have a look, see if we can see what the quality of the elephants are. And by the looks of it, there's at least one that, you know, that might be what we're looking for, yeah. done, my man.
Oh, yeah.
He's done. Just careful, Chad. Just give him a moment. Okay. I think, Chad, see the zygomatic, the
that gland.
gland just above that. Just take one shot right
more
there.
time.
I don't think it's necessary, but let's do it for the heck of it.
Was that him moving or the bullet moving?
Bullet moving.
Oh,
Well done, my man. Well done, Mr. Chad. Well done, Judea.
How do you get that big devil
Eric.
out of here?
We tie it to your back, Mr. Chad.
Thank you.
Thanks, old boy. Thank you. Both of our shots there.
I shot him twice from the back.
And I can't believe he didn't go down because of from either one of these shots. Needless to say,
He's done.
he went down, sir. What an elephant. Man, look at that. So, Chad, so this is a tradition that not everybody does, but we have, it's been passed down to me and the hunters before us and so on. But back in the day, there's different theories, but back in the day is that the old ivory hunters, when they would come, like David Livingstone, Sir Francis Galton, those type of guys, when they would go on their expeditions, ivory would actually finance their expedition. So as they will be exploring, they'll be shooting elephant for meat, keep the ivory, they'll work it back to the ports, and then they'll go and sell it again, and that'll finance their next expedition again. So in the evenings, after they went and explored for the day, they'll come back, and so there'll be 6 or 10 guys that goes out looking for food and for ivory. Each one that comes back, he brings the tail of every elephant that he shot that day. So that means he's got evidence that he shot that many elephant. When he comes back home, he's got all the sets of ivory, and that basically means that he claims these ivory or this elephant, this trophy, which symbolizes what we're just doing now. That's yours.
So you didn't tell me that till after we killed.
I know.
What's wrong with this little piece of the ear?
So this is just from age.
Yeah, but I mean, like, we could cut a piece of the ear off. Seems like that'd be a lot easier.
Nope. So plus we need to, Freddie needs to make a nice stew out of it. No. We're going to have to cut it up here. Because we need all that meat as well, because Freddie makes us a nice oxtail stew for me.
I don't know, after a lot of walking and a lot of blood loss, as you can see, you know, we got up on them, and I don't know, you can tell the story.
Remember, they were in that thick stuff at first where we could hear them, but we just couldn't see them. And we weren't sure how many there were on the tracks. Based on the tracks, we could see, we thought at least 2, maybe 3 bulls. Yeah, we circled around, and by that time, the other elephant came out, and I think he spotted or heard something. So he came to investigate.
Curious at what it was.
Yeah, he knew something was up.
Yep.
And everybody was nice and quiet. So, but yeah, got you set up on the sticks, and you know, I was at 30 yards and took a shot through the brush, which is not easy. It's in any case not easy taking a frontal brain shot. But yeah, a couple of gunshots later, 200 yards later, we found him lying like this. Side-on brain, you see there's again the zygomatic arch like with the elephant. See that bulge there right on the side? Normally that's what it sticks out. Yeah. That part. So on a side on, it doesn't really matter what angle he holds his head. That's going to be a minimum of that much needs to be sticking out of the water before you end up taking the shot. So where that ear meets up with the skull, in that little indentation, that's where you end up shooting.
Is that at the bottom of the ear?
Right at the bottom of the ear. Safety back on. Quick, man, that's good. Now the waiting game starts. You see way out there, and you sometimes see blood depending on where you shoot. That's why I said if you end up shooting low, you're hitting in the nose, that just causes damage in there. So when they come out and blow, it's just blood.
Blood plays.
Reload. Reload. Did you get him? Yep, he's done. Just keep on him.
Him right there?
Yep, just keep on him.
He's laying over.
Yep. It was just there.
He scared the shit out of me. Yeah, it was funny for you. That's where I was staying. It's the perfect slide. You were three people.
Like on the side.
You were 3 people deep. Yeah.
He's done, so.
Yeah, he rolled right over.
Nice, man. Patience, man, patience.
Yeah.
Pull this boy up tonight again. Cheers, my man, on a good shot.
Finally.
Start calling you second shot Chad.
Yeah, no shit.
Mac and cheese. Mac and cheese. Yeah, with kudu there, and a green salad, and a fresh coleslaw.
But those big bulls, they come, not every day that they come and drink water either, so. There we go, look at that knob. That knob's there.
That's how you can tell.
Yeah. Yes, he's a big boy. Look at how, can feel how sharp that is. Well, Mr. Chad, we went out yesterday morning and literally just a little bit further down the river from camp, we found a nice part of Hippo. It had 3 bulls in there, and then we spotted this guy over here. And as you can see, these knobs on the side here, immediately when I saw this, I knew this is the one that we wanted. The gun was shooting a little bit low, so at that short distance, which was like 50 yards or something, we could see later on in hindsight only that the bullet hit the water. And because we were waiting for it to pop up and we never saw it pop up, so we came back, had lunch. After lunch, went out, see if something popped up or nothing yet, and then we managed to see this bull back in the group again. And I never saw any bullet holes on him, so which meant that bullet clearly just hit the water and it ricocheted and it didn't even hit him. But after that, they were pretty skittish, and we tried different angles and so on, trying to see if we can get this guy. But this guy was just very, very sneaky. And we decided we're just going to leave them a bit, worked our way downriver, parked the boat pretty much far away, and we snuck in. Yeah, and then finally, I spotted this guy again. Chad got on him. He got back into the water a little bit, and Chad just waited for the right opportunity. And sure enough, straight through the eye. He didn't even know. He probably thinks he's still feeding.
Yep, quite an exciting hunt.
Yeah, well done, man.
Thank you.
But I could see the cut on his shoulder the first shot. But he hit him hard. He's got a nice curl to him. Come and feel here. Remember I told you they never get hard bossed?
Oh yeah, so
That's what they do.
that's the exit. That's where it come out. It hit here. Come out.
That's okay, you
I
hit
shot
him.
him in the front, too far forward.
And that shot definitely. Look at his ears all messed up. That's perfect shot, man. My first shot, perfect shot. Well, it's done, my man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Perfect shot, man. Anywhere in that triangle there is good. Even lower, you could even shoot up down here still, because you see where the chest area is there. 1, 2, and. There you go, big smile. So, this morning we caught up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Well, not quite bushy-tailed, but it was early. So we still wanted to go and have a look and see if something came into the pan over there. We sat there from about 6 this morning, and then we left around about 8, but nothing of interest came in. And we went back to camp, packed our things, and then we shifted camp. So we are now here on the eastern side with the Chobe National Park and the Chobe River right at the bottom behind us. Well, we went out and we managed to get another beautiful Chapman zebra up here in the Caprivi. So I think that's a very special trophy, because it's not everywhere you can find these guys, and I think there's a beautiful, and he's a fighter, he's a very tough guy. He took some lead.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, he's
that
tough.
first shot definitely would have killed him, 100%. So I think it just took him a little bit longer. He's a little bit tougher guy than we expected. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of lion marks on his butt that I think he survived a lion attack or two already. But yeah, so
Pretty
well done,
animals.
Mr. Chad.
Thank you.
Again, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
You want to try it? Like a soury.
Let me have another.
What did you want?
Jangwe. You see elephant? No elephant.
Good?
So we were driving around this morning. We were looking for a blue wildebeest in the thick Mopani forests, but we managed to come around the corner and we saw wildebeest moving through the brush. We weren't sure, so we came up walking and we saw one running off. So it looked like a lone bull.
You want some candy? Here you go.
So we are about to finish in the Caprivi side now. We managed to, the guys called us up, and so we got 2 problem lion tags that we're going to quickly go and take care of. These lions have been catching a whole bunch of cattle, chasing people. It's on a private farm just outside of the national park, so they most likely came from from the national park, and now they're harassing the guys there. So they want us to go and take care of that. So Mr. Chad is willing to do that, and he'll, yeah. So we're flying off there. It's right on the edge of Etosha National Park. Well, so we got here yesterday afternoon. We had a nice flight down here, and we spent the night. It was a really nice lodge here, and yeah, this morning we're just waiting for our guys to come and show us where these lions are, and then we'll go head out. From last night-ish. Did you guys find a lot of tracks there?
Last time, yeah, I think it was last year, but I'm not sure about this year.
Because when you hear them calling this side, they cannot be that far.
Yeah.
It means that they will be in this block somewhere here. that's got a strong smell to it. Not necessarily the rottenness, but the intestines has got a certain smell. Now we'll tie it around the tow bar, and we'll drive, and it'll just drag behind. Pieces will cut, break off, and so on. So then you've got a nice scent. But that you do late afternoons because the sun burns away a lot of the scent.
The smell.
In the daytime. Hey, kom maar net as nie.
I see nothing wrong with this.
There's a little cushion as well. Like a poof. But okay, we've got the same spot, that's good.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure about that.
You'll be shooting.
No.
I mean, I'm good.
Can you see that dark stripe on his foot?
It's up.
Shoot. Reload. Go again, shoot him again.
Okay, just wait, just wait.
Stand up, man.
Yeah.
That shot.
Well done.
That was good.
Put dogs in the field. Thank you guys. It's a pleasure.
Yeah. There's a bullet. I think that's your last.
The last one.
The last two you shot. The
The
first
second
shot.
one.
Yeah, the first shot you hit.
How old do you think he is?
He's got some scratches. His nose is still a little bit light.
He's still pretty.
6. Well, Mr. Chad, that is a beautiful, beautiful line. And a line that's been terrorizing some of the guys here. Well, we came out here a couple of days ago and put up some baits. And we first found some female tracks and they ended up moving out of the area. And then we happened to see this boy. We put up some pieces of intestines, put a trail camera up there, and we thought we might see him. Got there the morning, yesterday, didn't see him. Came back this morning. He took care of my camera somewhere throughout the night. And yeah, Chad took care of him. So, well done, Mr. Chad.
Thank you.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Barminus, wat sê jy? Jy moet nou ophou gym, jong. Oh.
Hello, hello.
You know Dennis, he
Yep.
was in the other camp, Moses
Good
as
to meet
well.
you again.
Yep.
That's Hilma, that's Barminus.
Nice to meet you.
So, Chad, we took care of the lion yesterday, or the day before that. Yeah,
Yep.
That was all good. We used yesterday as a travel day. Now we're here up on our Waterberg Plateau Conservancy, our concession, and we're going to see if we can find a nice big buffalo. Well, so we were out at Waterberg in our national park hunting concession looking for some buffalo, and then we got a call up in the northwestern areas of Namibia about a problem elephant that's been causing some havoc there as well. So supposedly it broke into one of the shacks the previous night, and I just spoke to the guys now, and he said that they were out in the fields raiding. So it's a lone bull. So Mr. Chad is up here taking care of another problem elephant for us, so we're going to fly up over there, and we already sent our guys up there with a truck, so we'll meet us. They'll meet us over there, and then we'll go and have a look. Dear Lord, thank you very much for another wonderful day. Thank you very much for keeping us safe here and bringing everybody safely over here. Please be with us this afternoon, tomorrow. Keep us all safe. Thank you very much for the food about to receive, and blessed hands are prepared it. Amen. Cameraman. Between the eyes. Eat the sticks. Eat the sticks. Between the eyes. Beautiful. Reload. Got him there. Leave the stick. Leave the stick. Come closer. In the chest. In the chest. Reload. Okay. Just keep in him. Just keep one in there. Straight where the ear touches the skull. Reload. Perfect.
I wasn't shooting until I knew where I was aiming. Judea, you are the man. And X, you too.
Both you guys did a great job.
That was
Fucking
awesome.
Woo!
Get the spot.
Exactly,
So I
no.
had the scope run up. Well, then when he turned,
He made
yeah,
the
then I
distance
had
shorter.
to, yeah. So I mean, I wasn't shooting until I was right with the shot. I done shot through a tree and it didn't work out so good. But I wasn't shooting until I could see exactly where the crosshairs and where I wanted to hit. I done learned my lesson. I was like, nope.
I see this elephant coming, and I see Chad fucking around. I'm like, Chad, okay, just leave the sticks. It's fine. Just leave the sticks. And luckily, he gave a nice shot.
Well, we flew somewhere up in the northwest and got this elephant that's been terrorizing some of the fields of the locals here. And Judea and X here, I don't know, maybe they walked about 7-8 miles and all afternoon tracking this elephant, and we got up on it. And I didn't want to take a long shot. The video will show. I think we got him about 15 meters. I think my pH was about to mess his pants, but it all worked out good.
My finger was on the trigger.
But one shot, and now we're getting ready to have a shot. Cheers.
Cheers, Mr. Chad.
Cheers.
Judea, Xavier, thank you very much, gentlemen.
Yep, thank you.
Cheers. There we go. Well done, Mr. Chad. Way easier. So we just finished now yesterday with that problem elephant of Chad's, and we're on our way back to Waterberg again. So it's about an hour-and-a-half flight from here, and then yeah, go see if we can carry on looking for that buffalo. He's not too hungry, like you can see.
Exactly.
these tracks that they went down, drink water, came back out. They heard the car maybe and they ran.
Well, tonight we made coleslaw, some green beans and green peas, some potato wedges, lamb chops, lamb sausages, and game sausage.
So we came back, we checked around yesterday, and we drove here on the far side. There's a lot of water on the rocks over here on this side. So see if we can, if anything crosses our tracks from yesterday. We just found nice 2 big bull tracks going in the right direction. They probably came down and drank water last night. So hopefully we'll be able to catch up to them and have a better look at them. This is a strike right there. Very, very thick part here. I have no idea what this buffalo looks like, but he's got a big track. Yeah. So it's bigger than the first one I killed. I think it'll be okay. What I'm saying is this: I don't know what his horns look like, but if we end up running into him in this thicket, it's gonna be an offhand shot. Yeah, they ran. There at the beginning there was one walking right in front of us. And they stopped in the back. They just moved when we went around. Those 2 bulls were standing there next to each other. But almost. I saw gap black. I looked, I could see him looking that way, and then he turned, looked at me. That's when I called him. through here, that gap there.
I see that hole.
He was bedded down there, so he might have gone circle back, bedded down there. Well, Chad, we were got on a nice bull track this morning. We had the whole night. It was raining up until about 4 this morning. Maybe a little drizzle still when we left. So we found this nice, well, there are actually 2 tracks at first, and we tracked them. We actually left them because it was a younger bull. I didn't know that there was another one. Just further down the road we saw that there's the bigger bull in there. And we tracked them for probably, how far do you want to say?
4.2 miles, I believe.
Not 8 miles anymore?
Well, that's when I get home.
So we walked, and finally we bumped him at probably 10-12 yards, but there was no shot at him, and he wasn't sure what we were, and he jumped up and looked at us, and then he took off. Because he went like this, and then suddenly just, okay, almost looked like he came back the way with it, you know, went back the way he came. So this is Chad, it's all Chad now right now.
Oh, it's me. I got to do this. Well, we're finishing up our hunt, loading up to head back in. Had a very successful time, killed 9 different animals and had a great time, but now it's time to get back to the house and see what we can get in there.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Chad.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was a
Had
pleasure.
blast.
Congratulations again, sir. That was quite an interesting hunt, and yeah, we still, hopefully we see you soon again, sir.
Yep, be back soon.
We need to fill that other blank spaces
Yep.
on the paper.